Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome back to yet another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. I am Megneous. So, today, this is only, I believe, one day after I made my last episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, so this is a little bit earlier than usual, but I think you guys will appreciate that because, generally you like Minecraft Dinosaurs a lot, so I would like to give you sort of a little special today because Kerbal Space Program and stuff, it takes a little while to make stuff in Kerbal Space Program, and also Faster Than Light. I may do another episode of that later tonight, since it's Faster Than Light today, technically. So maybe later tonight we'll actually have 2 new episodes. But more importantly, I wanted to do Minecraft Dinosaurs because today is the day that I'm going to be uploading on Real Life Megneous, our sister channel where I document my growth and revenue. I'm going to be uploading my February income. So my February income will be there, as well as talking about how much growth we've had in terms of subscribers and stuff like that. Stegosaurus, whatever your name is, you need to get out of here, okay? Get. Alright, very good. So, you are standing on top of the feeder. Alright, anyways, so we're gonna grow this tree. Nice. Oh, that's a pretty good looking oak tree, actually. I'm sure that stegosaurs weren't really around at the same time as oak trees, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. Okay, so here's an item that we've gotten a lot of, but I've never really explained what they are. These are ferns, right? Fern seeds. And what they do is they spread like wildfire. If I were to place one of these in an oak forest where there's lots of shade, it would completely take over everything. And I mean everything. If you've ever watched Poet Plays, when he places down ferns, literally, it takes over the entire forest. He had to, like, set it on fire and put water over it and stuff. These things grow incredibly fast, and they only grow in the shade of trees, and possibly the shade of structures, although I'm not really sure about that. So I'm going to place one fern there, and it's going to grow incredibly quickly. Maybe not while I'm watching it, but it will grow eventually to cover the entire shade area here. And I think it's generally believed that maybe Triceratops and Stegosaurus, they eat these ferns. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to hope that... Hello, whatever your name is. Leave a comment below if you have an idea of what sort of name you would like for this Stegosaur. I haven't yet chosen a name. We've had a lot of name suggestions, but a lot of them don't fit with our older name sort of theme, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer for that. Can I place fern seeds in? Oh, I can! Wonderful. Alright, we have plenty of fern seeds, so I'll go ahead and leave that in there. It's already growing, actually. It's bigger than it was before, but it'll spread in time, so I'm going to go ahead and hop out. I did a little bit of preparation for today's episode. We're actually going to do some building in today's episode, something that I normally do not do, because building on camera is difficult for me to focus on what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys have that same problem as me, but really I am absolutely terrible when it... this sort of looks like it hurts. Right, I have major problems focusing while talking and doing stuff at the same time, important stuff at least. So, we're going to be trying to do that today. I have some stone brick slabs that I made earlier, and we're gonna go ahead and of course, this torch is in the way. We're going to be doing this while we talk. What am I going to talk about today? We are still waiting to hear from the original creator of Slenderman, the 8 Pages. I would really appreciate it if he would answer my email, or possibly any other developer or publisher of a scary game. If you guys have any personal connections, by the way, I guess I should utilize my subscribers because you guys are awesome. If you guys have any connections with any game developers or game publishers, like if you have a friend who makes an indie game that's scary or something like that, then please contact them and get them to give me permission to monetize their gameplay footage of me commentating and playing their game, so that we can have sort of a scary Let's Play as a special for 2,000 subscribers. We're probably going to hit 3,000 in a few days, actually, at our current rate of growth. But we're still waiting for that. It'll happen eventually. I'm pretty patient. And I can't do this side because I took down all the dirt. Darn. Alright, well, we're gonna just run over here to this side then, because I took that dirt out of here. I can't remember why I did that. Maybe it was to take a screenshot. But yes. Continue. Ah, no. Alright, so other things to talk about today, in addition to Kerbal Space Program getting to the point to where we're going to Eve, which is pretty awesome, and Gilly as well. We're going to be sending manned missions there soon. Soon indeed, with its giant atmosphere. But in addition to that, I wanted to talk a little bit this episode about the channel and its growth and stuff like that, since it is the end of February, beginning of March, and the revenue and growth thing. Ah, no! The revenue and growth report will be coming out soon. Ah, crap. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Specifically, I wanted to talk about partnerships and partnership networks. You guys are probably aware that you can partner with a network and get a pretty banner and stuff like that, but there's a lot of misunderstandings about partnerships and networks and stuff like that, and I want to talk about those just a little bit, because I've been getting a lot of partnership offers, like 1 or 2 a day, and okay, so I'm gonna hold down shift from now on, but as you can probably guess, the reason for that is because, you know, I had, 350,000 views for February, so a lot of partnerships and networks are like, hey, this guy has potential, we should try to sign him up. But the issue is that there's every single network and partnership these days. Yes, hello, Sabercat. Shh, I'm trying to talk. These days, they seem to consider the industry standard to be, for YouTube content creators, the ones who do the work, who make the videos, who make the thumbnails, who do the advertising for their channels, who do everything. They think that 60% of our profits to us, and 40% of our revenue to them, they think that that's just, like, totally awesome. They think that that's totally fair to us to only give us 60% of our income. Now, don't get me wrong, having a banner is totally cool. Having the ability to immediately, well, not legally, but to have YouTube monetize your video immediately is also pretty cool, although technically if publishers aren't okay with that, it's still illegal regardless of the fact that you're with a network. A lot of you subscribers probably have very large misunderstandings of how the partnership affects your ability to monetize things. Basically, the way that works out is that it allows you to bypass YouTube's content ID system, which is an automatic system which decides whether or not they're going to allow you to instantly monetize. And to be honest, the content ID system is crap in a lot of ways, because it flags content that is allowed to be monetized, such as like Kerbal Space Program. I've had problems monetizing Kerbal Space Program before, despite the fact that the developers/publishers very clearly state on their website that it's 100% okay to put ads on their gameplay footage. No problem whatsoever. And that's just sort of ridiculous that YouTube at this day and age has such problems with that. But what a partnership allows you to do is when you upload, it immediately becomes monetized. This does not mean that you have a commercial license and that you are allowed... Okay, well, that's the end of that. I've finished up all of that I can do. This does not mean that you are legally allowed to monetize your stuff. It is true that some networks, the biggest ones with the most money, make exclusive, well, maybe not exclusive contracts, but contracts with the game publishers and developers, and they then allow you, because you're a member of their network, to commercially monetize your YouTube footage. And it's true that some networks have that. This is not to say that all do. The idea that all networks... What are you... Get off. Go. If you think that being in a network, having a partnership with a gaming partnership channel, network, whatever, immediately gives you the legal right to monetize gameplay, this is absolutely wrong. This is wrong. And this is an idea that not publishers, but networks have been putting through in their messages to partner people. They say like, oh, you can now monetize anything, and yes, you can bypass the content ID system, but you cannot legally monetize everything. That is not how this works. This is not how YouTube works. This is not how commercial rights work. So if you're wondering, like, how I monetize things without a network and without paying a network 40% of my revenue, I do Minecraft. The makers, developers, publishers of Minecraft have very specifically said that anyone who owns Minecraft legally can make recordings of Minecraft footage along with commentary and monetize it on YouTube. No problem. They see it as free advertising. Kerbal Space Program, the developers and publishers of Kerbal Space Program Squad, they do the exact same thing. They say, yo guys, any of you who own this game, hello Charles and Strawberry. They say anyone who owns this game, you can totally record it, upload it, and put ads on it. That is your right as an owner of our game. We give this right to everyone. Faster Than Light. These people also... Hello, Giant Hole. These people also... Clay... No, it's not Clay. That's... Yeah, that's Don't Starve. Crap. I forgot the name of the developers of Faster Than Light, but... Yes, so the developers and publishers of Faster Than Light also said the exact same thing about their game. They see it as a right of the consumer who has bought the game, and they give commercial rights to everyone because it's good advertising. People playing your game on YouTube makes more people see it and be like, damn, this game is totally awesome, and I'm gonna buy it. And maybe I'll even make YouTube videos and give these publishers even more free advertising. And that's just good for business, so they're cool with that. But larger companies generally want to have all of the rights to their stuff to themselves. So, despite being with a network, unless they have a specific contract with a publisher to allow you to monetize gameplay footage, it does not give you the legal right to monetize it. It just lets you bypass YouTube's automatic monetization content ID system, which is sort of bullcrap. So, yes, needless to say, I personally believe that... Sheep, you need to get the hell out of here. I do not want you in here. Get out. Get out. Yeah. You run away. But I personally don't believe that any of that is worth 40% of my income. In case you guys haven't already seen my Megneous growth and revenue report for today, I'm actually going to upload that first instead of this so that I can make sure that's up first. But if you haven't already seen it, you should totally click on the annotation in the upper right hand corner or the link in the description, and you should go check out the newest video because you'll learn that I earned $670 from... Get out! Get out! 600... No, really, get... Oh, God. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Get out. So I earned $670 from my YouTube channel for February, which is really awesome. But if I were partnered with a network, I just did a very quick calculation, multiply it by 0.6 to see how much 60% is, and I would have only gotten approximately $400. Only $400 instead of $670 if I had partnered with a network. And thinking about the things that I would have gotten if I had partnered with a network, would it have been worth $270? Do I want to give a network $270 for the ability to have a banner, which banners are pretty cool, but totally not necessary. I would have to make it myself, by the way. They wouldn't make it for me, of course not. Why would they do that, spending money on someone who's partnered with them? So I would have to spend $270 for a banner, for the ability to bypass YouTube's content ID system, which I don't really have problems with because I generally just play games that I've been given specific instructions and allowances via email or on the publisher's website that we are allowed to monetize YouTube footage. Or I use... I use fair use to make tutorials and stuff like that, so I'm not really concerned about that. I'm not currently worried at all about my channel having problems with monetization. And yeah, what else would I get? For some networks I would get access to royalty music that you generally have to pay for in order to use it. You know, currently I use Kevin MacLeod's music. It's royalty-free music. You don't have to pay to use it. You just have to put a link in the description to his website to give him more traffic. And that's totally awesome, and that's why I use him. Also, he makes good music. I don't need royalty music. I don't need the ability to... Oh, what just happened? I don't need the ability to use royalty music that I need to pay for in order to have my channel be interesting and good and have decent music. So I don't really care. This is gonna take so long to finish. I don't really care about having that music. What other things would I get? I would also get a forum, perhaps, to discuss things with other gaming YouTubers, which is great and all, but I already have gaming YouTubers that I talk to. They're my friends in my featured channels box, like Lewis and Wes and Graves, and I don't have Ziggy D in my box because although he's a compatriot, we don't really do the same sort of content, so I'm not really sure if his videos would be very interesting to my subscribers. You need to get out. I'm sorry, sheep. But you can't be running around in my Saber cat enclosure. So, I have lots of people that I already talk to. I don't need a forum full of people who may or may not know what they're doing. I already have very informed people who are my friends and I'm talking to. What other things? Partnership networks. Let's go chill with Bartholomew. Partnership networks also, when they send you a message asking you to partner with them, they often say like, oh, you'll be able to make custom thumbnails. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I can make custom thumbnails now and use them. In fact, I use them for every single one of my videos. Even if I don't use like something with a part 1 or part 5 or something, I choose exactly what screenshot I want to put up, not just from the first 3 that they offer. So that's bogus. I totally... Are you hungry? Please don't hurt me. Oh no, you still have plenty of food. Why aren't you eating? Where's my Dinopedia? Please don't tell me you're dying, Bartholomew. No? You're good. Why is your hunger meter not going down? I don't understand. But anyway, so I can already use custom thumbnails. That's no problem. A lot of them say, oh, you can now use the scheduled option for releasing your videos. And you know what, guys? I can already do that. You don't need to be a partner with a network to be able to use the scheduler and the custom thumbnails, etc., etc. You do need to be a partner to use a banner, but you can also do that by partnering with YouTube, but that's sort of a problem because YouTube seems to not be in the habit of partnering gaming channels these days. However, I'm pretty sure if I get big enough that they're going to have to anyway, as long as I only do games that I have explicit permission to monetize gameplay footage of. And so I think that that's no problem for me, personally. And I don't really need a banner. It's not worth 40% of my income. Now, if networks... Let's talk about when I would join a network. If networks decided that they wanted to stop scamming YouTube content creators, and they wanted to, for example, give us all of these things like a banner and instant monetization and stuff like that, and actually fight copyright claims and things like that and try to procure contracts with many publishers so that we can monetize lots of different stuff legally, if they would actually do that, and they would only take approximately 10% of our income, or maybe 15, maybe I could deal with 15, then yes, like maybe I would join a network. But currently, 40% of my income, it's almost half. Why would I do that? Why would I want to have double the amount of views in order to make the same amount of money as I do now? I would rather just make videos of random indie games where the publishers and developers actually give me permission. I would rather give advertising time and views and free advertising to people who actually appreciate YouTube content creators. I don't want to be like, excuse my language, but I don't want to be some partnership network's bitch where they just take my income and they don't care about my channel at all. Every single message, by the way, that I've received from partnership networks, these networks always send you like a spam message. They don't give you specific anything really. They say like, I've watched your videos and I think that you're very interesting and I think you have potential. That's basically what they all say. I've watched your videos and I think you have potential. But it's very clear from talking to them that they haven't seen any of your videos. Because if they had, they would know how I feel about networks. If they had, they would say something about my content. They would say something about my series. They would say something about how I talk to all of my subscribers. They would say something about anything other than the copy-pasted message that they send to every single person. Yeah, it's not personal at all. It's very impersonal. It's not something that I feel good about at all. I feel that they're scams, and I'm not interested in joining a network at the moment because I enjoy profiting from showing you guys these amazing mammoths, Ice Age creatures, the Saber cats, Bartholomew, and Odysseus, and Vladimir, and... Actually, yeah, we have to name someone, so before we continue, I forgot who suggested the name, but I'm gonna find out and say it in the next episode and put it on that sign. But I've decided that I want to name the male mammoth Hephaestus. If you're not aware of who Hephaestus is, I can't remember if it's Greek or Roman. I'm gonna go with Greek, probably. But the Greek god of, like, blacksmithing and stuff, I forgot a lot of the details, but Hephaestus is totally an awesome name and was an awesome god also. Perhaps demigod? I can't remember. We'll talk about that next episode, but yeah, so the male mammoth is Hephaestus, the female mammoth is Octavia. I'm very cool with these names. Thank you so much to the 1 or 2 people. I'm gonna go and double check those names you suggested, and I'm gonna put your names on this sign in the next episode. And of course, Octavia was named by Bobby G. So, that's the end of this episode for the day. Oh my gosh, Creeper. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to the next episode. My name is Megneous, and I will see you next time.